I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. Just believe it and receive it. God will perform it today. For your spiritual sports segment on Rema Gospel Radio, I'm CJ. For your quick news and notes, Timothy Bradley Jr., who won a hugely controversial split decision against Manny Pacquiao on Saturday night in Las Vegas to claim a welterweight world title, initially thought he fractured his left foot in the second round of the fight, but with a more in-depth diagnosis, it was revealed that he has strained and pulled ligaments in his left foot and will be in a cast for 8 weeks. Manager Cameron Duncan told ESPN.com on Wednesday. Doctors say it's too early to tell if boxer Paul Williams will walk again, even though he is able to move himself from his bed to a wheelchair after being paralyzed from the waist down in a May 27th motorcycle accident. UEFA fined the Russian Soccer Association $150,000 Wednesday because its fans attacked stadium stewards at a match against the Czech Republic last week in Poland. The Seattle Sounders will be without forward David Estrada for the next 8 to 12 weeks after he broke his left foot in training. Despite the contentious nature of their relationship with Texas Motor Speedway in the past few months, IndyCar Series officials have contacted TMS President Eddie Gossage about the possibility of ending the 2012 season at the Fort Worth track. The IndyCar race in China on August 19th was officially canceled on yesterday, and Series CEO Randy Bernard must find another event for the second half of the season, as the new mayor of CEEJAY didn't want the race to run at the same time of their annual beer festival. Ferrari President Luca Di Montezemolo is urging Formula One to look into the immediate cost-cutting strategies and not ignore the European financial crisis anymore. North Dakota voters overwhelmingly decided Tuesday to let the state's flagship university dump a controversial Fighting Sioux nickname that sparked threats of NCAA sanctions, ending at least temporarily a dispute simmering for decades that divided sports fans, alumni, and even tribes. Testimony continued yesterday in the Jerry Sandusky trial, and one victim, a foster child, testified he was threatened, warned he would never see his family again if he ever told anyone what happened, and another said he stayed quiet because he didn't want to stop getting tickets to the hottest game in town, Penn State football. Ohio State coach Urban Meyers criticized an NCAA policy where high school students have to pay their own travel expenses to college campus for unofficial visits. The conservative watchdog group Goldwater Institute has filed a lawsuit seeking to invalidate the Glendale City Council's vote to approve a lease agreement for Jobbing.com Arena with the potential buyer of the Phoenix Coyotes, as the group claimed the vote violated a 2009 court order requiring Glendale to provide all documents and negotiations between the city and a prospective owner to Goldwater in a timely fashion. Philadelphia Flyers forward Ian Lampierre has retired from the NHL more than 2 years after playing his last game due to post-concussion syndrome. Major League Baseball has reviewed video of Jose Valverde apparently throwing a spitball and has discussed the incident with the Detroit Tigers, according to a source with knowledge of the situation. The Minnesota Twins have signed second overall pick Byron Buxton, an 18-year-old outfielder from Appling County High School in Georgia, and gave the sensational outfielder a $6 million signing bonus, which makes it the biggest contract in this year's draft class. The Toronto Blue Jays placed right-hander Brandon Morrow on the 15-day disabled list Wednesday, retroactive to June 12th. While he was adamant that he was proud of his overall body of work with the team, former Boston Red Sox general manager Theo Epstein acknowledged Wednesday that late in his tenure, he veered from the philosophy of patience he helped to instill in order to try to win immediately. Troy Tulowitzki's rehab program was put on hold Wednesday after the Colorado Rockies shortstop aggravated a left groin strain that has sidelined him for the last 2 weeks. And finally, Los Angeles Angels pitcher Jerome was the recipient of a racial epithet on Twitter after the right-hander took the 5-2 loss Tuesday night against the LA Dodgers. Wow. Continue to pray for people like that. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, CEEJAY That's CEEJAY sports.com, and make sure you give me that follow on Twitter at, you guessed it, CJ Sports. Tune in next time for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a positive, productive, blessed day. And I leave you with namaste, as the divine in me salutes and honors the divine in you.